When was the last time you didn't get enough sleep? Did this affect you throughout the next day? Did it make you feel irritated, fatigued, or just like you didn't want to wake up and get ready for the day? Well, for me, it might seem like this isn't a common occurrence due to me being young and not having that many responsibilities, but it is actually very common for me to feel tired due to insufficient sleep. And these feelings of tiredness and moodiness due to poor or insufficient sleep are a common occurrence among teens all around the world. Although sleep is incredibly beneficial for teens and their mental development, according to the National Children's Hospital, many of them don't get enough. The average teen gets less than 6 hours of sleep when the recommended amount is 9 to 10 hours. In turn, this lack of sleep is affecting their overall quality of life and ability to function. The purpose of this speech today is to persuade not just teens but also adults into addressing the sleep deprivation epidemic experienced by teens. It is important that teens get enough sleep because sleep deprivation is affecting their mental, physical, and academic performance. Today, I will begin by explaining the causes of teens' lack of sleep, its effects on them, and finally, find ways to resolve these issues. So, let's begin by understanding why teens are not sleeping enough in the first place. In her article, Why Are Teenagers So Sleep Deprived? NYU professor Julian Gary explains the reasons for teen sleep deprivation. She first gives the biological explanation. She states, along with the more obvious hormonal changes in the transformation from child to teen, there are shifts in the production of melatonin, the sleep hormone. And so this shift in the sleep hormone affects teens in the way that it makes them feel tired at a later time than most age groups. But there are also other factors that makes teens fall asleep even later than the times they begin to produce melatonin. One of them is technology. I know that from a personal experience, it'll be often that I will be scrolling on social media or watching movies for multiple hours, and next thing I know, I look up and it's 1, 2, or even 3 a.m. But there's another way electronic devices affect our ability to sleep and feel tired. In her article, Garrier explains electronics emit a glow called blue light that has a particular frequency which suppresses the production of melatonin and stops kids from feeling tired. So it's not just social media, it is also the electronics itself that stop us from feeling tired. And the third main reason is that early school times. Although most students start school at 8 or 8:30 of them, many of them have to wake earlier than that. Often after going to bed at around 3 a.m. So their natural sleeping patterns are disrupted and their rest hours are cut short, forced to wake up without being mentally prepared for the situations. So now that we understand the causes of teen sleep deprivation, let's examine its effects. Insufficient sleep affects their mental, physical health, as well as their academic performance. First, let's understand the effects sleep deprivation has on their physical health. It is no secret that poor sleep can put you at risk for many health issues. According to Better Health Channel, sleep deprivation is associated with increased risk of cardiometabolic conditions, including high cholesterol levels, hypertension, and even obesity. So, it's obvious that I have seen a lot of these issues due to me interning at a clinic, and it really affects a person's quality of life. And imagine having these issues at such a young age. Teens are stripped away from many opportunities and experiences very early on. Second, let's examine the effects that sleep deprivation has on a teen's mental health. From personal experience, I know that having a poor sleep or not getting enough puts me in a bad mood. But the effects of long-term sleep deprivation goes beyond just waking up on the wrong side of the bed. CDC found that a lack of sleep actually leads to a decrease in cognitive performance, which in turn can have detrimental effects on the growing minds of teens. Ruth Richner, writer for Stanford Medicine, explains that sleep deprivation can cause issues like anxiety, depression, thoughts of suicide, and even suicide attempts. And so, while it might seem like falling asleep late once in a while is not that important, Making this a common habit can have terrible effects on growing minds of teens. And last but not least, sleep deprivation can affect teens academically. The American Chemical Society, nonprofit research organization, states that studies indicate the lack of sleep leads to a neurological damage to the hippocampus, a part of the brain involved in learning and memory. Lack of sleep damages our ability to process and memorize information, which are two of the most important things needed to succeed academically. And so, by not getting enough sleep, teens are at risk of damaging their academic success and potentially damaging their opportunities to higher education, which opens doors for so many people. So, I hope that now the effects of sleep deprivation are clear and raise concern for the audience. But how do we move forward? How do we change these patterns? At a policy level, it is important for regular conversations about getting quality sleep is integrated into school curriculums and healthcare facilities. Before starting this research for the speech, I didn't know how important sleep really was. And so it is important that we remind and educate teens on the importance of them getting sleep so they become conscious. After all, the best medicine for ignorance is education. But it's not only the job of educators and healthcare workers to teach teens, they also have to put in work themselves. They have to make sure to hold themselves accountable when they are scrolling through social media for a very long time and make sure to get an active lifestyle so they can get rid of that excess energy or or stress that might stop them from being able to sleep early or keep them awake at night. And then parents should help support them by also maybe restricting them from using certain like devices at a certain time and also supporting them to get exercise done or having an activity so that they can relieve stress and sleep better. Ultimately, today I emphasize the importance of teens getting enough sleep and how parents, educators, and themselves can promote healthy sleeping habits. It is important for teens to build good sleeping habits for a good life, and this can be done if parents, educators, and teens work together to spread the importance of sleep for their developing minds. Parents, teachers, and health educators should make sure to constantly remind teens of the importance of sleep. Promote good sleeping habits like active lifestyle and restriction of electronic devices before bedtime. Teens should make sure to hold themselves accountable with how they manage their time to ensure they are not finishing an assignment at 1 in the morning or scrolling through social media late at night. Hold yourself accountable when you identify unhealthy sleep habits. Sleep is a bodily function that allows us to recharge and stay healthy. So let's help teens enjoy all the benefits of this incredible bodily process.